Algebra 2 students, welcome to Unit 4, Higher Powered Functions. This unit will look a lot like what we just did for the last unit, except for it'll be less confusing. You have all of the stuff you need on this Google site versus a whole bunch of slides to scroll through. I feel like that was really overwhelming. So now we have everything on this one Google site for this unit on higher powered functions. When you go to this Google site, you will see this is the page you will land on. This is your home screen. It's got a little bit of information about how the unit will work and then all of these icons. Okay, so at the beginning of each class, make sure you're completing the daily check-in for me. Okay, the link will be right here on the site for you. And then it talks about what this unit will look like. Okay, so we're going to have 5 mini lessons. Some of them have pre-lessons. All of them have guided notes, videos, and practices for you to do. To navigate to each of these lessons, you can either click on these little icons, okay, each of these little boxes, or you can use this little drop-down menu, and it'll take you to where you want to be. Okay, this is the How Do I Do Unit 4, so let's start there on that page. So if you click on that link, it'll bring us to How Do I Do Unit 4. The first thing you'll see is a unit calendar. So at the top here, April 6th and April 9th, these are the days that we're finishing up that Unit 3 graph project, and then we'll start this unit on the 13th. So this is the day you should be watching this video. 4.1 factor and solve, and then we have those 5 mini lessons. And then on April 30th, that's an important day, that's when we'll be taking that Unit 4 test. Okay, this unit is structured the same where you can work at your own pace. Each day you're expected to get through one mini lesson. Okay, so 4.1 you'll get through the factor and solve video, notes, and practice, and so on for each of these. And then April 30th, regardless if you have your stuff done, we are all taking the test on that day. So you want to make sure you have all of your practices done before we take that test. And then you'll see these gray boxes here. That's where this video will be. Okay, when you're watching it, it's this gray box. So it's just a filler at this point in time. And then the next thing that's important to know about this unit is we have this thing called a progress tracker. So if we click on this link here, it is going to prompt you to make a copy so that each of you have your own progress tracker for this unit. This is what it will look like. Okay, so it's just a little spreadsheet for you to track what you did. So if we look at 4.1 factor and solve, this X right here means there's no pre-lesson. Okay, so wherever you see an X that's already filled in, that means that there's nothing for you to do in that little box. Okay, but you do have notes, a video, and a practice to complete. Okay, so make those notes in that video go together. So make sure you're checking off these boxes as you go, as you complete some things. Okay, so this progress tracker will be very important in this unit for you to have open while you go through your things. The next thing we're going to talk about is, well, what do I need to do for each mini lesson? Each mini lesson has their own little page. So if we go to 4.1 factor and solve, again, this gray box, there will be a video there for you to watch. And then there are some notes. These are your guided notes. So you can copy them into your Google Drive, fill them out in Cami, fill them out in a Word document, fill them out in a Google document, fill them out on notebook paper. I'll also have them printed for you. So you can do it that way as well. And then there's this Schoology link. That is where you'll do your practice. Okay, so each mini lesson has their own page. And you'll see that 4.2 has a pre-lesson. So you'll click on that. It'll prompt you to make a copy. And it's just some slides, just a couple of slides for you to do real quick before you get started on the video and the notes. Okay, so if we go back to this page, there will be a video there. Here's your notes, and then your Schoology practice. And then you'll see 4.2 also has a little check-in. You can fill it out right on the Google site. So you just answer those couple of questions for me just so we can check in and see where you're at. And then each of these, like I said, have their own pages. Okay, they'll all have a video, they'll all have notes, and they all have something for you to do. Okay, so this is your home base. This is where all the things that you will need for this unit are. Okay, so let me know if you've got any questions at all.